Hey guys, welcome back to the Chuckload of Comics show, your source for the geeky headlines, the nerdy news, everything happening in the world of fandom. We try to break it down for you right here on YouTube and at the much larger chuckloadofcomics.com. If you have never been to this channel before, please take a second, click the subscribe button, and join us here for all the fun. Speaking of fun, we spent the last weekend at the final Wizard World convention ever. Wizard World is no longer a thing. That is so strange to say out loud, but sure enough, Fan Expo will be taking over Wizard World, so this was the last one. Big shout out to the people at Fan Expo and the people at Wizard World for welcoming us to the show. We spent the entire weekend on stage conducting celebrity Q&As. We did some cosplay demos. We did all kinds of... We had Chicago's greatest podcasters on stage. It was an absolute blast. Well, there's one interview that a lot of you people have been asking me to post, and it is with the T-1000 himself, Mr. Robert Patrick. The only reason I haven't posted this one yet, you're about to witness, is because it was a really kind of a last-minute thing. There was a little bit of a mix-up with scheduling, so we didn't have time to really set the camera up right. So just want to kind of warn you that Mr. Robert Patrick is out of frame a lot of the shot, and I'm out of the frame a lot of the shot, but I know a lot of you people who were at the convention, you wanted to kind of hear what he said, you wanted to see him, so we're going to show it to you anyway. So please, bear with me. My apologies that it's not our finest hour camera-wise, but it was an amazing panel, an amazing Q&A interview. So I hope you enjoy this. This is us talking to Mr. Robert Patrick. If you were at this panel, please sound off in the comment section. Let us know what you thought, because it was way cooler in person than it is in this video. But you know what? It's a great sounding video, so we're going to go ahead and show it to you. So I hope you enjoy it. Here's our conversation with Mr. Robert Patrick.
Sorry you're all waiting. By the way, it had nothing to do with me.
Hi, Mr. Patrick.
That's all I can say.
Is there anything you'd care to say about Striptease, being in the movie Striptease?
Striptease, Demi Moore, she's an incredibly sexy broad. I enjoyed being her ex-husband.
You're not the only one.
She was fantastic. I worked with Burt Reynolds, who was certainly somebody I admired when I was... before I got into the business, and to work with Burt was a real honor. Enjoyed that very much. Ving Rhames was great in that. Armand Assante, had a lot of fun. It was fun being around a lot of strippers.
Don't spoil it.
Yeah, I had fun doing that movie. As a matter of fact, I worked with Siobhan Fallon Hogan, who played my sister, and I just did a movie with her 3 years ago called Rushed, that's out right now. And she wrote that, and she just wrote another one that I just finished in New York called Shelter in Solitude. So we just did that.
Speaking of things you just did.
It's very interesting looking at you people right now. You should see it from my point of view.
It's pretty eclectic.
Very
group.
interesting, very interesting. Anyway.
What can you say about your role in the upcoming Peacemaker television series? If you didn't know that,
James Gunn is an incredible talent, and I am super excited for you all to see it.
Have you guys finished filming?
It's done, yeah, it's done. It'll be out in January.
Awesome.
And John Cena's fantastic in it.
Can you say what character you play?
I cannot.
Okay. How about Perry Mason? Are we doing a season 2 of Perry Mason?
We got a guy right here.
Go for it.
Go ahead.
Mr. Patrick,
Perry Mason was a great show. I loved doing it. I am not coming back to Perry Mason.
First off, thank you so much for everything. And my question is, whose idea was it to approach you for the cameo in Wayne's World 2? Which was great, by the way.
The guy that runs Saturday Night Live.
Lorne Michaels?
That guy.
That was great. It was a real surprise.
His idea.
Thank you so much for
Does everybody know what he's talking about? Has everybody seen the Wayne's World cameo? The many cameos. A lot of T-1000 cameos floating around there in the ether.
3 that I can think of.
Oh, we got it on the screens?
Well, that's not fair. I can't see it. Mike Myers did not want to do that.
Really?
He did not want me to do it.
What? That's like an iconic scene in Wayne's World 2.
Oh, I think he was worried it was going to upstage him.
Yes, officer. Is there something
It got
wrong?
the biggest laugh. So on. That's acting. What time am I at?
We're at we're at 35 after.
How long was I supposed to be here?
Well, it was going to be 45, and then it got cut down to 15.
I'm very sorry. It had nothing to do with me. Just so you know that.
So please, does anybody have any Q&A? We'd like to go. Oh, go ahead.
You came on the X-Files right at the height of its popularity. Was it stressful coming on to replace David Duchovny when he was...
No, what was stressful was I was about to have a son, and I really wanted to provide for my family. That's what was stressful. It didn't matter what show, as long as it was something good that came along, which was I was looking for something to do after The Sopranos. And when they offered me the job on the X-Files, I was elated. I really needed a job. I was having my second kid.
Excellent.
So in other words, that's just a polite way to say it was a job. My favorite job.
You did amazing as a T-1000.
Step closer to the mic, please. Make sure everybody can hear that.
Thank you. It's my first time here. I'm sorry.
There's a lot of people I haven't met yet.
Yeah.
By the way, I'm over in the celebrity section over there. Come by later.
Stop by his table,
We can have
man.
a one-on-one conversation. I'm much better one-on-one than I am talking to a group.
You did amazing as a T-1000.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. What was that? What was that you said?
What was it like to work with Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Oh, he's just a prince of a guy. He's a wonderful guy to work with. Really very, very fun. Kind of guy you want to work with.
Yeah, well, I watch that movie very often, and you did great. Thank you.
Well, appreciate you saying
made my
that.
day.
Thank you for coming here. I appreciate it.
Yeah, we were up here with
My
Lou
pleasure.
Ferrigno yesterday, and he said the same thing about Arnold.
Lou's a great guy. Arnold's a great guy. This guy behind you's got a question. Go ahead, real quick. Again, it's not my fault. This got started late. You look like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Thank you.
Do you have an accent?
I'll be back.
Wow, that's awesome. This guy's fantastic right here. Everybody give it up for him. Yeah. All right. What's your question?
Aside from Terminator 2, are there any other roles you get recognized for instantly? Like any other
yes.
popular ones?
Yes.
Such as?
I don't know. Look.
Wayne's World 2.
Depends on what's on TV.
Well, let me rephrase. What are some of the other roles that you're happy you've played? Like some of your favorites?
All of them. I love them all. I love acting. That's what I do. I love it. Anytime I get an opportunity to do something. Yeah.
All right.
I haven't really had that many bad experiences, to be honest with you.
Not even any.
So all the roles are fun. Every bit of it's fun. It's an amazing. I'm so blessed that I have the opportunity to do what I do for a living. Really.
That is a great answer.
Yeah. Did you have the opportunity to meet Johnny Cash and June Carter in the production of the film?
I did not. Johnny was dead. No. Yes. Both of them. June and Johnny were dead. Yeah. Yeah. I met their son.
Yeah.
He was a great guy, John Cash. He's a great guy. Do you have a question, sir?
Yes, sir.
Chuck, they're making this job easy for you, buddy.
I mean, I got anything.
All right, I know this is going to sound like a Captain Obvious question, so I'm going to ask it anyways. If you had the opportunity to reprise two of your favorite roles, what would those roles be?
Oh, my God. Well, John Doggett and Terminator 2 guy. Yeah, right.
All I can say,
Sure.
sir, you kicked so much ass as T-1000, dude.
Yeah, man.
To this very day, I still can't sleep at night.
Oh, I'm glad to hear that.
And I cannot look at a glass of water without thinking of T-1000.
Well, I'm very happy to do that to you.
Sir, you made my childhood
May I
awesome.
haunt your dreams forever.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Anybody else? You got a question there, young man? No? All right. Anybody else? I hope I'm making it easy for you.
All right, nice to meet you, Robert. You're a really great actor.
Well,
for sure.
very kind to say that.
One question is, how is it like to work with Harrison Ford on Firewall? Remember that one?
Yeah, I love doing Firewall. That's another movie that I'm very proud of. Firewall was a great experience. I think I joined the movie. It was already in production. I think an actor fell out. They invited me to come join it. Harrison is obviously an actor that I admire very much, and it was just a great experience to work with him. You know, it's one of those things where you're meeting somebody that you've admired for a long time, but now you've got to work with them. So you kind of got to keep your shit together. Do you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I understand.
You know what I'm saying?
I'd say that movie's
You're
underrated.
kind of standing there going, oh, yeah, I'm working with Harrison Ford. Oh my God, how did I do this? So yeah.
Yeah, it's an underrated movie, I'd say. People don't give it a lot of attention, but yeah.
Did you know they didn't give it a lot of attention?
They can't all be T2.
Oh no, that makes sense. All right, thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you for the question, sir. I appreciate it very much.
I'm totally excited that I get to say this. You are an amazing actor.
Thank you.
Every role that you play, you put so much effort and heart into it.
Thank you.
I just wanted to say that. No questions. And
That's
I'm sure
great.
everybody
Well,
agrees.
I'd love to hear that from a beautiful lady such as yourself, so appreciate that very much. Thank you.
Well, guys, we only have about 2 more minutes, so please.
2 minutes, and I'm really, really sorry I'm late. Again, it wasn't me. It was some sort of snafu in the system, but we'll make up for it.
This is the one-armed man.
It was the one.
You're in Chicago, after all.
Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right.
I have a question. Whoa, that was close.
Yes, sir.
As much as I love you on T2, which is also, how does it feel to be the best Terminator killer? Like, everybody's trying to always match up to T2. How does it feel to always be the #1 killing machine, right? Every Terminator movie that's followed has always been trying to emulate what you were, and no one has killed it as much as you did. Aside from that, how cool was it working on Fire in the Sky? Nobody's mentioned Fire in the Sky.
Oh, yeah. Fire in the Sky was a great film. I love doing it. As far as what you're mentioning about Terminator 2, it feels real good.
#1,
Feels
always.
real
I feel
good.
like every movie always falls short
Put my
of
heart
your...
and soul into that movie, and I'm very, 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 very happy about it. Fire in the Sky was a wonderful experience.
Yeah, till
Very
this
much
day,
so.
that movie still freaks me out, and the
It's
way
a freaky
you guys,
movie when the aliens get his eyeballs.
Oh my! And they put the
same
stuff over
guys
his
that
mouth.
did the effects in T2 did the effects for CGI.
You guys really, the whole cast really sold that movie. I for sure until this day believe that aliens picked you guys up in that scene and like took you. I still.
Well, I stayed on the ground.
That's right.
DB that got picked up.
That's right. That's
but I
right.
appreciate it very much. I'm very proud of that film as well.
Thank you for every role you've taken up. You've done a great job
Thank
in
you.
everything.
Well, I'm
you've
excited for you to see Peacemaker.
Ow, as am I.
I'm very, very excited about that. I'm very excited that I got to work with James Gunn. So I can't wait for you all to see that.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you for the question.
All right, guys.
Hi, Robert.
Hey, buddy.
It's great to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you.
I was wondering what was...
Great T-shirt.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah.
I was wondering what was it like for you to work with Stallone on ICU?
That was the second time I worked with Sylvester Stallone. The first time I worked with Sylvester Stallone was Copland with Robert De Niro, Ray Liotta, Harvey Keitel, that cast. I don't know if you've seen that film.
Everybody's in that movie.
That is a great film.
Yeah.
That's a really, really great film. And I worked with him on that one, and while we were working together, he invited me to come do ICU. So I went and did that as well, which was a lot of fun. I think Sly's a terrific talent, and I'm very, very honored that I got to work with him.
Great, thank you.
Thank you.
Crushing it as a director as well.
Yeah, he's an amazing guy.
Hi, nice to see you. Thank you for doing this.
Nice to see you. You're incognito.
I know, everybody
We all
is
know
these
who
days,
you
right?
are.
Right?
You can't hide it. Everybody knows who she is, right?
Yeah.
You see it, right? Okay, well, take another look.
Who am I? I'm curious. Anyway, I'm sorry.
I even got her. That's good. I'm sorry.
Do you ever audition for roles that aren't intimidating? Like people that are like, do you ever have
I
that?
don't audition for roles, so that's a great thing about having been in the business as long as I've been in. I don't audition.
Well, there you go. Never
So I
mind then.
just kind of go wherever they kick me. Wherever they
like
want to
to-
hire me, whoever wants to hire me, that's how it works.
Gotcha.
You know?
Okay. I was just curious if you ever had a desire to play somebody that wasn't intimidating.
I don't know if I could ever do that. Was John Doggett intimidating?
I think so.
Yeah.
Was he?
Yeah.
Then I guess I can't do it.
Thank you.
It's a great question. I wish I could intimidate my children. I'm not very intimidating to them.
Shut up, Dad.
Afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, sir.
Just wanted to say that seeing you pop up on Walking Dead last year was an absolute joy.
Thank you.
And
Appreciate that.
Really enjoyed the episode.
Thank you, Mom. I'm just kidding.
Just was curious of what your favorite part of that experience and jumping on that moving train was.
Walking Dead was a great experience. I got a phone call from my agent saying they want you to come down. They got a role they want you to play. It's actually 2 roles. It's a really intense sequence, and they want you to do it. Would you consider doing it? And I read it, and I said, I'd love to do this, and I went down there and did it. It was great. Awesome. Wonderful experience. It was like doing a play. It was a big, huge one-act play. Seth and Ross were fantastic to work with. We had a lot of fun. It was during the middle of the pandemic. It was right before the election.
Sure.
So it was an interesting process to go through to make it. There was a lot of protocol involving the pandemic and all that. So
awesome. Well, thank you.
And I found it to be one of the most interesting characters I've ever played.
It was really,
and
it stuck with you.
Yeah, it was cool. It was very, very cool. A nice arc for the guy. He starts out the way he starts out, and by the end he's very vulnerable, and he's willing to drop his arms, and something tragic happens.
Absolutely. Well, thank you.
Thank you. Great question. Is that it?
I think that's it.
I'm really sorry. It wasn't me that was late. It was other. One more. Oh, hey, that was you. See, I knew you.
Linda Hamilton.
I knew who you were. Yes.
Everybody's asking all these questions, but nobody's asking, how are you?
How am I? I am feeling really good. I'm a little tired. I've been working really hard. I wrapped a film 2 days ago and flew here, and I'm enjoying meeting you guys. You guys give me some great energy, so I enjoy this process very much. It's not every day that we get to meet you. If you've gone to see our films, and there's no real guarantee that we're ever going to cross paths in life, so it's equally rewarding for me to meet you and hear that you've seen some of my work, and I appreciate it very much, and I really do welcome the opportunity to meet you all. So please stop by and say hey.
Yeah, head on over down to the celebrity section. Meet Robert Patrick. Try not to be intimidated.
I swear to God.